Are you aware that money behaves like a well-trained animal and only obeys those who understand how to summon it with the right vibration? When you discover how to direct it, it doesn't just arrive, but expands in surprising ways. There are unseen powers that control how much money comes into your life and how much leaves, and even working hard you may send something obstructing this energy. In 1925, Florence Scovel Shinn, a revolutionary teacher of spiritual science, uncovered something revolutionary. Money doesn't react to need, but to authority. During the Great Depression, she taught ordinary women to command their money, and many expanded their income in the midst of the worst economic crisis in history. The first principle is the decree of divine multiplication. Florence taught that money is a form of aware energy that moves according to specific laws. Money responds to the vibration of authority far more than to that of need. When you engage with money as one who begs, you push away it. When you approach it as one who commands, you pull it. Money operates like a well-trained soldier. If the commander hesitates, the soldier doesn't act, but when the order is clear and firm, money moves. In New York, Florence taught her students to exercise stronger direction. Each morning, positioned in front of the mirror, they will hold themselves erect, inhale profoundly, and proclaim, "Divine money, I command you to expand in my life now. You come to me from all possible directions because I am a perfect channel of infinite abundance." The key was in the force beneath the command, which needed to ring out as an irrevocable decree. Another vital component is mending the relationship with money. Florence said that money has energetic recall, and that our energy toward it makes impressions that decide whether it draws close or withdraws. If for years you've communicated with money through fear, resentment, or guilt, it's as if you've driven away an expected guest. Most people have been summoning money with the voice of scarcity and shame. Before ordering your money, Florence taught reconciliation with it. In silence, her students would say, "Dear money, forgive me for having seen you as my enemy. Today I recognize that you are divine energy seeking to express itself through me. I honor you, respect you, and welcome you into my life." This exercise was intense spiritual rewiring that entirely transformed a person's vibration. Progressing in this direction, Florence developed the spiritual surgery of poverty beliefs. Beliefs about money are like invisible roots that determine how much your prosperity can grow. You can toil diligently, but if the roots are corrupted, the tree will never produce abundant fruit. No one is born with lack mentality. We receive them from family conversations and childhood stories. Phrases like "money is dirty" or "to earn money you must suffer" install themselves in the mind as internal laws. The process commenced with silence, where Florence asked them a question. What belief about money have I inherited and still carry? Once recognized, they would say, "This belief is not mine. I release it. My mind becomes clean and open to receive the divine truth about abundance." Then they would establish new beliefs such as, "I am a recipient of infinite abundance," or "money moves toward me effortlessly." Added to this, Florence taught the difference between desiring and demanding. Desires arises from lack. It's viewing what you want while feeling it's far away. Demand springs from the knowledge that something already comes to you through divine right. To desire is to say, "I don't have," generating more experiences of not having. To demand is to declare, "It's mine and I receive it now," awakening invisible forces. In this context, another principle is to generate instead of competing. Florence emphasized, never fight over money, create it. Competing indicates scarcity. Creating implies infinite abundance, knowing that you can produce new opportunities. When you compete, you focus on what others have. When you create, you align with the infinite source, with singular new visions. Each person has a specific gift for generating wealth that, when expressed, not only generates income, but benefits others. Likewise, Florence taught the decree of total sovereignty. It was an act of total sovereignty over one's own financial kingdom. The decree was, By my divine authority as heir, the creator of all abundance, I decree that my financial reality changes now. I command that all invisible forces work to multiply my money perpetually. The key lies in recognizing that the power to transform is already within you, and upon speaking, the universe responds to obey. Additionally, Florence taught the sacred blueprint of your abundance. The universe needs precise directions. It was about detailing how much, how, when, and for what you would receive. Her students dedicated a daily moment to answer, how much money do I want? From what sources? How do I want to sense when receiving it? The more details, the easier for the universe to manifest. The design must be formulated from a consciousness of shared abundance. With this in mind, the last step is to preserve prosperous consciousness. Igniting abundance is the first part. Mastery lies in preserving it. Maintaining requires regular awareness, upholding the internal state that calls it. This state is composed of gratitude, certainty, and openness to receive. A key principle is to open each day with anticipatory gratitude, not only for what you already have, but for the abundance on its way. When you express gratitude in advance, you give the universe a signal that you've already received. Another practice was to mentally bless all money seen circulating, blocking envy from polluting your vibration. It's worth noting that abundant sharing was essential. It was about contributing to causes that expanded abundance in the world. Giving with joy was like seeding in fertile ground. What you give flows back multiplied. The important thing is to feel that you participate in the universal flow. What you retain out of fear stagnates. What you give with love multiplies. Another key was to shield your mind, steering clear of environments loaded with scarcity, because your consciousness is the draw of your experience. Florence concluded with a powerful reminder. You are not a subject of economic circumstances. You are the architect of your financial reality. Money is your assistant and companion. Now reaffirm your commitment by saying, I decree that my prosperity grows perpetually in perfect harmony. I give with joy, receive with gratitude, and preserve the infinite flow of my wealth. If these words spoke to you, write in the comments, I decree, to cement your commitment. Share this video with someone who needs to recognize they're the creator of their reality. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell because I will unveil more principles that can multiply your prosperity. Abundance doesn't come to those who pause, but to those who command.